Edwards in the Hands of an Angry Mob by Norman Harold Patterson, Jr., February 18th, 2023. I had a dream last night that Jonathan Edwards took the stage to preach at the Asbury revival. No one knew who he was, but they let him speak, maybe because he looked so different with his surplice, black robe, and white hair. He ascended the stage, and in his undramatic and monotone manner, he began to preach. It would be a wonder if some that are now present should not be in hell in a very short time, before this year is out, and it would be no wonder if some persons that now sit here in this meeting house in health and quiet and secure should be there before tomorrow morning. At first, everyone was intrigued by what this odd-looking man had to say. They never saw anyone like him before, but out of curiosity and tolerance, a holy hush settled over the crowd as he said things like, "The God that holds you over the pit of hell, much as one holds a spider or some loathsome insect over the fire, abhors you, and is dreadfully provoked. His wrath towards you burns like fire. He looks upon you as worthy of nothing else but to be cast into the fire. You are 10,000 times so abominable in his eyes as the most hateful and venomous serpent is in ours." Everyone looked at one another incredulously as he continued. "Almost every natural man that hears of hell flatters himself that he shall escape it. He depends upon himself for his own security. He flatters himself in what he has done, in what he is now doing, or what he intends to do." They shifted uncomfortably in their seats, partly because of his lack of use of gender-neutral pronouns, and partly for the content of what he was saying. "There is laid in the very nature of carnal men a foundation for the torments of hell." Then he said this, "Therefore, let anyone who does not now know Christ awake and fly from the wrath to come. The wrath of Almighty God is now undoubtedly hanging over a great part of this congregation. Let everyone fly out of Sodom. Run for your lives. Don't look back. Escape to the mountain, lest you be consumed." At that, the people jumped to their feet in a loud frenzy, so much that his voice was completely drowned out. He thought, "Surely this is like the move of God's Spirit when I preached this sermon on July 8th, 1741 in Enfield, Connecticut." At that moment, an angry mob, I think it was the worship team, grabbed him, dragged him out through the nearest exit, and forcibly ejected him, exhorting him never to return. Not to worry, though. The worship team returned to lead everyone in Bethel and Hillsong worship choruses. Before long, everything continued as it did before the appearance of that disturbing old man.